morning, welcome to We Are Live. Chris Denman in Grand Center, St. Louis, Missouri, at the Midcoast studio. Check out midcoast.media to see what we have been up to. Sitting to my left, I'm joined by not one but two co-hosts today, filling in for the busy.
I am Travis Terrell.
Welcome. Do you want his cam?
What?
We have capabilities here. Welcome to the Trav Cam. Carly Lawrence, everybody. And don't forget Barb. Get Barb up in the shot, everybody. Carly Lawrence and Barb filling in for Travis Terrell today. Travis taking care of some off-site work. And Barb, I texted Barb and I said, hey, I need a fill-in. If you have to bring Carly, you can. I know she would need to be Barb would have had to hire somebody to come let Carly out during the middle of the day.
It would have been a whole thing.
It would have been, so we did allow
Thank you so much for
Carly to come
me
in.
to come.
You know Carly from our show in the past. You know her from hosting, in-game host for the St. Louis Blues, media obligations left and right, and very funny comic as well, and look forward to her in our next roast competition.
Yeah.
We can count on that. Carly, how the hell are you? Good to see you.
So good to see you.
I know. This is
Doing
exciting,
great.
right?
Yeah.
She's walking around. First thing she asks in our beautiful space here at Midcoast, she goes, does Travis try and sleep here?
It was the most legitimate
My favorite
question
thing
that I'll
I've ever
ask all
heard in my
day.
life. Yeah. Gardner, can I get a camera shot of me? Mm-hmm. Here's Carly, ask real quick.
So does Travis sleep here sometimes?
No. Like, that's how I felt. Like, he doesn't.
He
but
did
it
have
was one
to
of
think
those,
about
I was
it.
like, I bet he would try that. Like, yeah, he would. He's like, yeah, dog.
Very on brand.
Yeah, that would be. Joining Carly and myself, joining myself, Barb,
Yes.
Carly.
Thank you so much.
On the possum cam, check out this camera. It's Chris Gardner, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning, gentlemen and ladies.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wait, here you go. Carly, this will be your favorite part. So you're in for Travis today. So you got to be like, do it. Just say that.
Just kind of chant,
Yeah.
do
Do
it,
it.
do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
And good morning to my walnuts.
What up, Walnuts? Throw up a W.
Oh.
Throw up a W, Barb.
How
hey,
many?
Hey, Walnuts. Yeah, that's fine.
'Cause I can't
Those
do
are our
the other
loyal.
one. I can't do that one.
Yeah.
My fingers.
You think
That's
that's a good name
brilliant.
for
That's
people to
hilarious.
listen? Jamie Moyer's Fancy Foyer came up with it. We always want to credit
That's
him
brilliant.
for that. Yeah. So I always like when a group names himself, gives himself a nickname. That's good. It's
The
legit.
nuts.
You know, like in like every fighter camp ever, you know, like you're not allowed to give your own nickname.
That's what Reggie Miller, former NBA player, took heat for that because I think he nicknamed himself Hollywood or something like that. And they're like, you
He's
can't
like,
nickname
you
yourself,
play in
and you can't
Indianapolis.
nickname yourself Hollywood.
Right. I mean, I guess he played at UCLA, but that doesn't. You can't be Hollywood,
Yeah.
right?
So you
Where's
don't,
UCLA at? Brentwood?
I don't know. No.
Probably.
The only when I think of Brentwood, I think of OJ.
OJ. Yeah. Carly,
So-
what would you name yourself for a nickname? Like when you're a kid, as a young boy, you come up with a nickname. I'm like, I'm Spike, Mom. Call me Spike. And she's like, no, that's not how that works. Would you come up with a nickname for yourself? Barb's mom?
We'll do that.
Cool mom?
That works.
I now go by the doorman.
Barb's master.
Yeah. Gardner wants to legitimately be a professional doorman, so he's kind of embodying that on a daily basis.
My mom used to want to be a Walmart greeter.
Really?
Yeah. This was like when I was a child and she was a teacher. She was
was
like,
just
I
like,
want to
"Why
be a
not?"
Walmart greeter. And I'm
Right.
like, all right, that's fine. Can we wait till I go to college?
That would be brilliant. Is that funny? Your parents, no matter how they make a living, like if you're 9, oh, not 9, more like 12, you like, I'm going to need to sign off on that. I can't have you earning a living in a way I don't approve of while you pay for all my food and living.
I'm also under your roof for the next
Yeah.
25
Does that
years.
include, does that
I'm
include
gonna-
my health insurance
Yeah.
till age 26?
Uh-huh. So we can make
Because
that
I'm going to
happen.
need that.
Precisely.
So if you're tuning in and you're new to the show, Carly was a regular fixture on our show. She's moved on to bigger and better things. You've been working for the Blues for almost a full season now, right?
Almost a full
Isn't that
season.
crazy to think of? Like, I remember whenever you got that, whenever it was made in the announcement, and 99.9% of St. Louis was excited about it, sans one shade throwing person. But I've been watching you from afar.
Yeah.
You're crushing it.
Thank you so much.
You having fun?
I'm loving it. I really am. And I've got a lot to learn about hockey still.
I agree.
But the thing about my job is I'm literally not required to know a lick of hockey.
Yeah, no, you're not there because you grew up in a Winnipeg farm. You're there
I'm
because
there 'cause I like
you're entertaining.
I like
Yeah.
to pump people up. I like
Right.
to make people excited to be there. So I even carry around candy in my pocket to like give to kids when they're walking on the concourse, like
Like
with
a
their
witch?
parents. Like a small witch.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
That lives
How-
in a forest.
Do the kids prefer a certain type of candy? Do their parents look at you weird when you try and hand children candy, or
Well,
are you
yeah.
you have a hype train and a camera behind you? You can kind of get away with anything.
You know what? Well, I wear a backwards hat, so I just look like a big
Nice,
kid.
that's true.
But I
hey,
ordered
what's
a-
up, homies?
Exactly. Like
Yeah.
I ordered a bag of organic lollipops off the internet. So I'll be like, hey, parent, these are organic. Like, can they have
Because
this?
all the parents from Jefferson County and St. Charles
They
who go to
care
Blues
about
games
their kids'
care
health.
about that, right?
They
yeah.
do.
Okay. Do we have a favorite piece of candy to give to children? Organic lollipops?
Organic lollipops.
Okay.
yeah.
I'll
Or
give you
if
that.
they have like Tootsie Rolls up in the media room, I'll just like crank out a handful of those.
Perfect.
That's the tricks of the trade, guys. If you want to be
It is.
Next in-game
if you want to work your way into NHL professional entertainment,
I don't think my
That's how you
bosses
do it.
like that I do that though. Like I've told them, and they're like, "Oh, that's kind of weird, Carly." And I'm like,
Right.
"I'm gonna keep doing it."
shout out to Jason over at the St. Louis Blues. I met him. We did TV together. We did a media obligation together for Gateway Pat Gardens. He's a great guy. So
Yeah.
seems like he'd be a lot of fun to work with too. So I want to talk more about entertaining and blues, but my co-host Barb is eyeing this.
She
So
is.
Gardner, I don't know if I can get a close-up. I love my camera. This is a big day for me. Travis usually hogs the close-ups, so I got my Tommy Bannister shirt on. He's our realtor sponsor. Also a new sponsor, Pet Once, STL West. Big shout out to Lynette and the team. Small business, working hard. Organic freeze-dried salmon treats. I think we should all try them.
Small business,
So
big
we've
money.
got,
I'll try it.
That's right. We got Barb, who's jonesing. You'll really try this.
Yeah.
I'll try it too.
Okay.
It's salmon skin. It's freeze dried.
Oh.
We're gonna
boy.
do this. Oh, look at this. Let her
She-
go. Hello, Barb.
Oh my.
Okay, here. You want
Oh.
to do it like a shot together? If she pees on this desk, this
She's
is gonna
smarter
be something.
than that.
So you guys can check out Pet Once STL West. I just tagged them in our Facebook post. Do you want a skin or a chunk?
Not the skin.
Not the skin. Well, there you go. So we're gonna taste test this.
Do we need to censor out her butthole out of the camera?
Yeah, that's a good mom. Here, you feed her. You feed it to her at the same. We'll all do it at the same time.
Okay.
So here's the Pet Once STL West.
Okay.
Oh, Barb's ready. Cheers. Are we doing this?
Oh
Yeah.
God.
We're doing it.
Oh God. Oh God.
Looks like sushi. I'm a fan. Look. We've got fans. We've got fans. Look at Barb go. Oh my God, this is amazing.
I don't like it in my mouth. Here, Barb.
Barb's gonna love it.
Check out. Hit me, Gardner. I'm working on it. It's fine.
Look at me, I can do
It's
it.
fine. Yeah. It's like taking a fish oil pill.
Yeah, but like chewing it.
That's what's messing with you, the texture.
I think it's the
My
texture.
coffee's gonna go really well with it.
'Cause the
Well, this is for dogs.
It is. Do you see her going nuts over it?
Yeah.
reiterate.
Yeah. Pet Once STL West. Big shout out to Lynette and the team. You
Yeah, it
can,
seems like a very natural
Pet Once
situation.
StLouisWest.com. Dr. Ed's gonna love them too because definitely a situation where they're very smart about their ingredients.
I don't know if you could just lay that down there.
Yeah,
that's
look
true.
at Barb. She is fiending. Look at her.
This is good. So if you're just listening, we just taste tested freeze-dried salmon from Pet Once STL West. You can do one more, Barb. All right, that's fine. This is the most I've never felt so wanted on a podcast before. This is great. Good girl, Barb.
Oh.
All right, so we just taste tested that. That was fantastic. Big shout out to them for sponsoring the show and jumping on board. You'll see more about that in the future. Is Barb just going wild? Is this what we're doing?
Barb's gone wild.
I like that. Back to Blues stuff. Playoff time.
Yeah.
What was the experience like from regular season to playoffs for your duties?
For my duties, I have like a little bit less. Games are kind of a little bit
They're
less
like
stressful,
back
honestly.
off. Just there's not as much structure to what
There's
you do,
more
or what?
paid spots, so there's
Oh.
less for me to actually
Gotcha.
do. So I get to enjoy just what it is
Right.
more,
That makes
which
sense.
is really nice.
And what's the core of what you do for the Blues?
I host
Entertaining the crowd.
entertaining. I host the games, and it's just in my nature to be a cheerleader and pump people up. And
Right. You can't help it. You walk into a room, you kind of want to get people rock and roll. Right?
It's my favorite.
Yeah.
It's my absolute favorite. I'm there to help people have a good time. I'm there to help improve the fans' experience, and I take so much pride in that.
That's really cool because I know that's been your goal. Like since I met you, you're just like, I just want to
make
this
people
type
happy.
of thing, right? And we're making Barb happy right now as she walks around.
She is the
table.
happiest.
We were talking about nicknames earlier. Seth commenting that his SoundCloud rap name is going to be Crunk Nasty. Do we like that?
Crunk Nasty. For his SoundCloud, sure.
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
It's great. If you're just joining, we got Carly Lawrence in studio. Carly, with the blues stuff, you're doing more media, like local news, things like that?
Yes.
Yeah? How's that going?
It's going interesting. So I am waking up earlier than I usually do for these news things.
So like 10:40 a.m.?
Something like that, you know.
You make the... if you guys are just listening, by the way, Barb is pacing around on the table, and Carly has zero ambition to get her into her arms.
I mean,
My misophonia is going wild.
she's fine.
No, she's great.
But-
No, so you've been doing more local TV stuff. I like
Yes.
doing those. Are kind of fun because we do more non-traditional stuff, and even though we have cameras now, you go into the news studio, you know you're going to get like a text from your aunt, be like, "You were on Real something today. Good for you."
Yeah.
Has that been fun?
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun. But the other day, so opening night, there was like everybody got a wristband that went to the game, and there was like a huge light show. And it was just
Opening night playoffs?
of
or?
playoffs.
Okay, gotcha.
It was a whole thing, and so my talking points were to just talk about how great that was and how excited
Right.
we are for playoffs. And so I go in and I'm live news talking to the reporter, and I'm just like, yeah, LED lights, a light show. It's gonna be like a 2012 Coldplay concert.
Did it?
What?
Did it fall?
What
That's
does that
funny.
mean?
That's funny.
What does that mean?
I think it's funny. Did it fall? Did it fall dead?
It was just like my boss was behind the reporter, just like she just put her hand on her head and was like
What's your
kind
boss's
of laughing.
name? What's your boss's name?
Lindy.
Okay, Lindy's over here just hating life. She's like,
She thought it was funny. She goes, I thought it was kind of funny. And she's just like,
She gave you a kind of funny.
she's like, that was kind of funny. But she's like, because I was like, what? I'm sorry. I talked about a Coldplay concert from
Right.
7 years ago. That's my bad. I'm so
Right.
sorry. She goes, yeah. How about for the next interview, just like less Coldplay. Let's just, let's just not talk about Coldplay at all.
Gardner,
like just
who would you
take
go?
it out.
Who would you go with in your reference there?
Come on.
He's Arcade Fire
Yeah,
anytime
yeah,
ever.
it's-
Okay.
That's always front of mind. So that's
It's just your stock
if
answer.
I'm like ad-libbing and I'm searching for something in the Rolodex, a band or something, that's gonna pop up immediately for me.
Mm-hmm.
But like maybe I'd have like a Lou Fest flashback and like search for a band there or something. Like, oh, it'd be like a
LCD sound system. in
Arctic
2000
Monkeys concert. What?
Coldplay did use wristbands in their concerts in 2012, and that's how they like didn't make any money from that tours because they spent it all on their fans having
Which is
wristbands.
very top of
So
mind
that's-
for everybody.
so that's
But
why
that's
you
exactly that's what makes it weird. People are like, why didn't you at least say Taylor Swift? I'm like, I'm not well versed in Taylor Swift. I don't know. I'm sorry. I said what I said.
Carly, can they pass judgment on me here at the office? There was a random playlist on yesterday, and we didn't know the song. Like, oh, this is Taylor Swift, I'm sure. I don't think I've ever heard the song before, but I was right. And then I took ribbing for like 20
What
minutes.
song
Like, you
was
knew
it?
I don't care or no.
Oh, it was
Living in New York City.
Oh my God, I thought that was Taylor Swift. I thought you
Yeah.
were just playing
Hello.
a track.
Hello, Taylor.
something like that
Mm-hmm.
along those lines.
Yeah, that was good.
All right, I'm gonna
You gonna dip out here?
take a break here for a
Okay,
little bit.
that
There?
makes sense.
I mean,
What-
Facebook might mute this whole live stream because
after
they
how
think
good
that that's Taylor
was?
Swift.
Yeah, they do that if you're taking people's, I guess, songs.
I
or
was
something.
going to sing "Fix You" by Coldplay, so I won't do that.
Oh,
to
thank
not
you,
mute the
because your
conversation.
talent is
Noticeable.
amazing. Yeah, noticeable. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Different
Apparent, yes,
differences
thank you.
between. So you were an in-game host, but you're also a dancer,
Yes.
performer for the Grizzlies. Differences between NBA crowds and NHL crowds. Is there much? I mean, Memphis and St. Louis are close enough. the sport would probably draw different demographics, but I didn't mean it like that.
It's really
Yeah.
I wish Travis was sitting here right when you asked that
What
question.
do you think the difference is, man? Yeah, I'll do that. That's my Travis. Yeah.
Travis acting like he knows so much about Memphis. Like,
Right, yeah. Like,
Travis-
my dad lives there.
Yeah.
Travis would
I've been there twice.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have even said anything. He would have just done this
Yeah.
to the camera when you asked
Go
that
ahead.
question.
Here you go. Do your. Oh, go ahead, Gardner.
That's all he would have done.
Yeah,
Like,
that's good.
no words.
I mean, both cities are so passionate about sports.
Right.
And that's really just. And I wear
Just the-
more
just the
clothes
act-
than
the-
Blues games.
Okay, gotcha. Do you feel like there's a little more respect paid to you that way, or no? More respect the other way, like she's a lady.
It's colder.
in Memphis. Yeah, it is cold on that ice. Yeah, that would suck if you had to wear a bare midriff on the ice.
That would.
Those
yeah.
ice girls do though.
They do. I love the ice girls too.
Are they not? Do you guys kibitz in the back? Hang out?
No,
Talk?
but at games
So you're
they're
the senior and they're the
sweet.
freshman, and you're like, hey, yeah. you do
Even
that
though a
one.
lot of them have been there for like several years.
Oh,
but
really?
They've been so welcoming to me. I very
that's
much
good.
enjoy all of them. They're
Is
very
that-
sweet.
Is in-game host higher level than ice girl?
It's a different job.
No, answer the question. We'll pull that quote, tag all the ice girls. Guys, we've got Carly Lawrence and Barb in today. I'm excited because I'm wearing this Tommy Bannister t-shirt. Gardner, what do you think of it?
Solid.
Solid, right? By Jack made it.
You
they're,
mean
they're
sold.
10 feet behind us. Yes, thank
Sold
you.
and
That's-
solid.
Yeah, you can't read, dude. It says sold. Thank you. Tommy Bannister from Circa Properties sponsors the show. Be sure you support him because he supports us. Check out that Bitmoji of him. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
Isn't that the best? It's on my t-shirt too. Tommy Bannister, Circa Properties. You can find him online. Drop him a line. It's rainy today, but it is nice weather, which means it's home buying, home selling season. That's Tommy Bannister at Circa Properties. Do you support Tommy Bannister, Carly?
Big Tommy Bannister supporter and
Thank
a
you.
big supporter of Bannisters in homes in general.
Okay, good. What's your favorite Bannister?
Wooden, probably.
Yeah.
There's no great job.
Very
Wow.
sturdy.
I'm really proud of that.
Very
Yeah,
respectful.
And ones that on
Natural.
on the handle that kind of have the curvature that goes underneath because it gives you a good nice
a
grip.
nice
then,
grip.
too.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah, so those are the best.
Those are the best.
Probably like I like a dark
A dark
wood.
yeah.
Wood.
Yeah.
Say cherry wood.
Cherry.
Cherry.
Oh, cherry wood,
Cherry wood.
is.
Yeah.
I mean, that just it pops like you wouldn't believe, and a nice sheen on them too.
Definitely.
Probably nothing. Yeah.
No splinters going on there.
No.
Not a single
Not
one.
a
No.
one. No. The
Bannister.
finish on
You're
those.
confident. Well, you can be confident in grabbing a banister. You know it's a good banister.
Totally.
You could grab Tommy Bannister any time you
Well,
want when
you know.
it's time for that.
That's fair.
Shade. Any shade getting thrown at you in the hockey world? I mean, any negative fan experiences? Or I always worry about that. And this is I don't even know if this is the right way to think about it. I have a weird filter that I worry, and it's not because I don't think people are strong or not. Media personalities that are female tend to deal with weird stuff sometimes. People being respectful.
For the most part, yeah. I've tried to stay off Twitter because that's where like just some of just the nasty comments
Right.
are coming from, and I just
A lot of dudes feeling like they can kind of take it out on you for the girls that looked like you in high school not speaking to them. That's my
Yeah.
analysis.
And
And Gardner, I would beg you to stop tweeting nasty things at Carly.
under an
okay?
alias,
Yeah.
an egg alias.
Yeah, I have a burner account.
For the most part, it's been a really very, very positive experience, and I've very much enjoyed
Good.
myself. Somebody did say the F word on the video board the other day, though, and that.
While you were holding the mic.
Yes, they
you-
did. They even it was the Dilly Dilly Cam, so I have to say it was a Bud Light promo, and all they have to do is say Dilly Dilly, and it's just like a fun thing. And I even said I was like, hey, they asked. He goes, can I cuss? And I go, no, please don't cuss.
Please.
Please do not cuss.
Please don't.
I said, I will get fired. I mean,
Yeah.
wasn't going to get, but I was just like, I will get fired. Please
Right.
do not cuss. Just say Dilly Dilly, chug your beer, just have fun with it. And then,
Yep.
of course, gets to his time. He goes, Dilly, mother effing Dilly. And I'm like,
There's children here, sir.
and I just like take the mic. I'm just like, all right. And I looked at him. I go, that wasn't cool.
Go Blues.
And I got up and I just
Right.
like walked away, and like I had to brush it off kind of immediately. But I
Yeah.
almost started crying because I'm
Oh,
like, that
no.
was the first time that happened to me. I was just
Okay.
like, I hope that I don't get faulted for that, because he even asked me beforehand. He was really just a jerk. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, he asked me first.
Right.
I said, please do not do that.
Well, and then at Easter, he was like, "Dude, did you see me on the big screen, man? Oh man, she was so mad. Yeah,
Right.
she kind of liked me though. I could tell. So we'll see. I'm gonna tweet her
Chicks
later.
like assholes.
Yeah, I learned this saying on the Pickup Artist where you neg and then they love you, right? Is that how you do it? So yeah, that's one of those things that, like, no thanks on the behavior like that. Well, don't get upset when stuff like. Here's the thing: do you hold the mic or do you hand them the mic?
No, I hold the mic.
Good. You never give that mic up. They'll run away with it.
Oh yeah, that third syllable started coming out of his mouth,
And you're just like, here we are.
yeah.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like you immediately think of the 7 people above you that are going to get crap from the 7 people above them, and you're like, why did this? We could have avoided.
I mean,
this
everyone
later.
around him was like, I can't believe you just did that because you clearly just asked if you could cuss, and she clearly just said no. And
When he
you
asked that question,
did it anyway.
Did it put you on edge immediately?
No, because people have asked before, and
Oh,
they're like,
really?
oh, okay, that's okay, I get it. And then it's never been a problem, but he just took it as a suggestion
Yeah, it doesn't.
rather than,
Than actually what should be done.
don't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But it happens. I mean, it's not an invitation.
I didn't
for
know
anyone
that
else to do
that
that.
would happen. That people would ask that often. Seems like a weird thing to ask unless they're trying to joke around and have fun.
Well,
Oh,
it's
can
a
I
fun
cuss?
promo, so
Yeah.
like, I don't know. I don't.
Well, at least you had the mic. That's the
I
key.
did, and at least it's
Right.
over with. And I hope he had a terrible Easter.
Yeah.
Exactly. Perfect. And you would not hand his children organic lollipops.
I would give an Easter egg hunt for his kids and put nothing in the eggs, except for Barb's.
How old's Barb now?
5,
5. When was her birthday?
March 22nd.
Just wanted to test that out, see if you knew the exact date. And where did Barb come from originally?
The Humane Society.
Where at? Here in St. Louis?
Yes. How many are there?
Whatever. Yeah, sure.
One of them, if there's more than one.
How in the hell does that dog get away from anybody? It's the most chill dog ever. She's
I
like glued
know.
to your hip,
I got so lucky.
right? Life changing.
She just doesn't do anything.
Is there anywhere you won't take her?
I'll always ask.
Like,
So it's not like if I won't take her, it's just if she's
Carly, this is a
allowed.
funeral. Like,
Yeah.
if you maybe leave her at home for this one. Black Sheep messaging in. So a lady shows up, and all of a sudden the sport coat's gone and the guns are out. Explain yourself, Chris. These are very soft guns. I'll say that, so you don't have to worry about that. Carly, I thought you'd maybe have on cocktail attire. I saw a photo of you yesterday dressed up. I
Stunting?
didn't know if the party would still be going all night. Whenever I texted you late for this.
Oh, no.
What'd you do last night?
I went to the Shakespeare Festival Gala.
Huge Shakespeare fan. Carly Lawrence, everybody.
I actually do like Shakespeare.
Shakespeare
Thank
Festival
you so much.
Gala. Okay, Gardner, I don't
Is
know.
there a gala or a gala? I don't know. I'm not well versed in these things.
I
I
think-
think it just depends on how you talk. In terms
Doesn't matter how
of,
much money you have.
It does, I think. I think
So
the
what,
more
you're allowed
money
to
you
say it
have,
to how you pronounce it?
yes, there probably is a
What's the cutoff?
probably 6 figures. You say gala,
Oh,
and then for like people like me, oh, the gala.
I'm
Yeah.
like
Gala.
$100,000 from having 6
Yeah.
figures.
So we're probably gala folk,
I
is
agree.
what I would think.
That makes sense.
The Shakespeare, it's a Shakespeare what gala though?
Festival.
So when is the Shakespeare
So
Festival?
I was super confused yesterday
I
because
was
I
also
saw a bunch
confused.
of random people that like work in and around media. Right? I'm like, you don't like Shakespeare? Like, why are you posting this? And then you find out the gala is there. Gala is there. And
How much money you make? Then we'll determine what you can say.
Right. So did they feed you and everything?
Yeah, I got salmon. It was a nice.
You got salmon this morning. You're welcome.
I'm just stuffed to the gills with mercury.
Oh,
Nice gills pulled.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that either.
Yeah, proud of that one.
But yeah, no, it was really cool. It's really neat that the Shakespeare Festival offers Shakespeare in the Park and everything
is
for
cool.
free.
Right.
St. Louis is full of free stuff,
Yeah.
and
Travis
you're
and I have
awfully
been-
civic-minded these days.
Gardner, what
you
does
like your
civic mind? Alexa, what does civic-minded mean?
you are about the community.
Totally.
There you
Barb
go.
and I are very civic-minded.
Speaking of communities, you're getting a shout out in the comments from Beth in Memphis. Hey, Carly from Memphis, go Grizz.
Oh, fun. Hey, Beth.
Yeah. So what up, Beth?
We should
Thanks for tuning in.
I should tell Carly about Travis and I have been tossing around an idea regarding Shakespeare in a way. We want to use the Shakespeare Glen over in Forest Park, but not do Shakespeare in the park. We want to do Medea in the park, like Medea reading Shakespeare. And we're kind of thought showering this idea as, well, something to try. Free,
It's great.
but
I
something
mean-
to try to put even more use to that area in the park and offer, our civic mindedness to the St. Louis region. So I might have to dress Travis up here soon and kind of make a video of it to see how.
Do a trailer to see how
Just to see how people
the
would
world
react
reacts.
to it. Yes.
Definitely. Are you going to be starring in this as well?
I would acquiesce to Travis and see
Acquiesce?
what he's acquiesce for. I
That's-
make.
Things are awkward,
doesn't-
obviously.
I don't make six figures, so
You're
I
right,
say
so he pronounces
acquiesce.
it
My
differently.
mistake.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's just that's how we decide things here.
Right. Nobody in this.
Since he
room
considers himself a writer, I
Who?
would Travis.
Sorry, I get confused.
I'd probably have to ask for his permission and see what he thinks. He's very humble.
Nobody in the history of internships has done more with this. He was on KSDK this morning with Rennie Knott. I got an email sitting here right there like, hey, we saw Travis on KSDK today. Who is Travis? Like, what? How is he? What is happening? I want to know. And
It's
you know
fantastic.
what? He's going to get an HBO series out of this. He will have a spot. He's going to win the development deal. I know he will. He will. And he'll be like, who are you?
And then Barb will be filling in a little more
Right?
often.
Yeah, right. The Carly and Denman in the morning. Look out. MMA, comedy, and what do you care about?
MMA also.
Wow.
Put a little high chair for Barb at the
Yes.
other mic.
Yeah. You can have salmon from Pet Once STL West every morning.
That's how she'll get paid.
Do you think
Yeah.
Do you think Dr. Ed will give her a free exam when he comes in
I'm
the second
hoping
hour?
so.
Yeah.
I'm hoping.
You should ask him.
I have a couple questions.
But emphasize free. Be like, I just want you to know this isn't part of the appearance.
I pronounce
Yeah.
Gala like Gala, so if you just base
Do you
my
think-
estimate off of
Do you
that.
think we should ask Dr. Ed if there's a sliding scale if somebody walks in with a Chihuahua in their Louis Vuitton bag? He's like, mark it up.
Yeah.
Whereas if
Interesting.
there's somebody who's kind of limping in
Like
with
me.
their tent on their back and their dog obviously hungry.
The highlight of the morning thus far is Carly trying to hide Barb's butthole on the camera.
That was probably my favorite thing I've ever seen.
I
on
mean,
there.
she's just out there exposing it
Yeah.
to all
Is she
the
shy?
masses
Is
of
Barb
the internet.
shy?
I mean, not with her private regions,
It's
apparently.
yeah, that seems that way.
She's trying to get herself a deal on those explicit sites
on Dog Hub.
next to Mia Khalifa and the rest of them.
Oh wow.
What's Mia Khalifa do? Gardner,
She's-
Google that.
She's a professional entertainer of the adult variety.
Well, you're an
Whatever.
entertainer and an
I
adult.
am an
so
adult.
you do the
I
same
guess I
thing
am
Mia
an adult.
Khalifa does.
I guess I am
think
an adult
she's a hot
entertainer
That's what
now.
we should have introduced you as, adult entertainer, Carly Lawrence.
Interesting.
Because it's true.
Barb, get the business cards ready. Brilliant.
So we're talking. So Barb is not modest in her genitalia.
She doesn't
approach.
know what's going on.
Okay, that's fine. How does Barb get along with Barclay, the Blues dog?
No, that's a hard no. It's a very strong no.
Oh my gosh! In-game host for the St. Louis Blues with the cutest dog ever, who she takes everywhere. The St. Louis Blues have a team dog that's training to be a therapy
Okay,
dog.
to be a service dog, I
Okay.
feel like the word training is in very bolded quotation marks because this dog is out of control. I mean, granted, we have 11 more months with the dog to like.
Well, and why
train it
would I get
properly.
my service dog trained by a hockey team?
Because that dog was on TMZ, and maybe you get to take over the Instagram account when it's yours, and then you can make your own sum of income based off of. I don't know. These are just thoughts that I had.
Hey,
personally.
one of our top fans, Facebook's dropped this new designation where they put a diamond and it says top fan by people that follow the page. Billy Fatpants says, "Don't worry, Carly. That camera that you're on, will you go to her camera, please, Gardner? That camera features an asshole every day." Womp womp. Travis Terrell getting shade from the cheap seats. So, okay, so the Barclay training is not.
I mean, apparently
taking?
he's top in the class. I'm not there to witness, but like he's out of control. He
Is this like
constantly
somebody
has
that goes
an
to
erection. Literally constantly.
Okay.
It doesn't go
Got it.
away.
Got
But
it.
I like brought Barb in to like introduce them to each other, and it just
He try and
her
throw,
tail.
he try and throw the bone.
Her tail has never been more tucked under herself in her life. She was trying so hard to just resist.
And Barb is now, just because she flaunts it on camera doesn't mean she's giving it up in real life, right?
True.
Don't forget that. As an adult
Exactly.
entertainer, you know
As
this.
an adult entertainer myself,
Uh-huh.
I just can't expect everything all at once.
How long have you been in adult entertainment?
As my entire adult life.
Do you transition into like the older versions of the adult entertainment?
Transition is such a fluid term these days. It's 2019. So you have to be more specific. Gala.
Gala for us. If you're tuning in, why haven't you shared yet? Number one, hit share, organic growth. Carly's big about that. Don't worry about it, everybody. We'll be joined by Tom Duff from St. Louis Counseling Services here shortly as well. I'm trying to think.
It seems as though Barkley is into organic growth.
He very much is, obviously.
That's perfect. So wait, okay, so so he tried to accost her. Did any
He tried to violate
was
her,
there any
yes.
nipping or
No, just
aggressive
a very
stuff?
yes. He just tried to come on very strong, and
Don't say come on in this
you're right.
situation.
You're right.
Does it maybe make you appreciate Barb more to realize like this dog's going to be around for at least another 15 years? Like you guys are going to get gray hairs together.
It's honestly very unhealthy, the emotional attachment.
I agree.
Grown to this dog.
Yeah.
We're very codependent of one another, and it's
Right.
disgusting.
What do your closest friends think about it? Do you have closest friends?
Barb, what do you think about it?
Fine.
What are your thoughts on our
Perfectly fine.
codependency?
Okay,
our
all right.
crippling codependency.
That's why I'm always like, of course you can bring Barb. Sure. Yes, please do come.
Is that a
with
good
Barb.
band name or not? Crippling Codependency.
It is, yeah.
That's a good band
That's the name
right?
of my next
Three-piece.
film.
Oh, wow.
Crippling Codependency.
Is this a docuseries?
That
or-
rolls off the tongue
You'll have
nice.
to see.
Okay, that's fine. More, you don't really, I don't feel like you get nervous. More nerve-wracking, NBA, NHL, stand-up comedy, or local news when your Coldplay joke doesn't hit.
I feel like I get most nervous for stand-up. Second would be blues games. Third, dance. Fourth, news things.
As in the first ones you mentioned are the most?
Yes.
Okay,
Like
so
it's-
you just dance is like second
That was kind of, well, I say that because I was on a court with, 12 other girls or whatever. You know what I mean? So it wasn't just me. And I was usually in the back, and I was fine with that.
Right. Did you request the, what's up at the back? Is that where the bad dancers
I
go?
mean, not bad because you could see everyone from all angles, but
Good for you.
I was fine being in the back because if I mess up, it's just less
Yeah,
noticeable.
a little bit less from that. Okay, so and then as far as the playoffs go, if they win the Stanley Cup, do you get to drink from it?
We're putting in a request for
Does
that.
Barb get to drink from it?
If I get to, she
Can
does.
you imagine what the internet troll world would think if if Barb accidentally took a drink out of the Stanley Cup before, like Tarasenko or somebody did? Do you think people would lose it, or would it be like Blues dog is cute? Like, would it be cool, or would people flip out?
Wait, you're saying if Barb or
Barb
Barkley?
cuts the line. Barb, you're out on the ice skating around with Barb. Somehow you get to that Stanley Cup before the
Barkley
Blues.
would be pissed.
Yeah, Barkley would. He's like, bro, I've been
And
working on
from
this."
what I hear, he would deserve it. So it's kind of karma at that point for
Yeah,
him.
it's not even in question if we're in line to take a drink from the Stanley Cup.
Okay.
We're very bottom of the totem pole in that situation. I feel like
You wouldn't cut the line. You'd be like,
I think all of the ticket reps and then the janitors and then
players' girlfriends,
the
players' wives, players' side pieces.
wives, cousins, son's dog,
Okay,
iguana
makes sense.
gets to drink from the Stanley Cup before me and Barb do.
Okay, I got you. Well, I hope that happens. I hope you get that opportunity.
Thank you so much.
Good.
We're very much looking forward to it.
It certainly is. And are you going to parlay this blues job into like a soap opera gig? What are we doing next? What's the next step?
Yeah, that's exactly what's probably going to happen.
Okay. Well, I thought so. I just want to make sure. That was my guess. Gardner. We're going to do dogs on film in the second hour.
Yes.
I haven't got to the fair or foul yet today, and we'll do $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian
yeah.
Grill for your prize. Fair or foul, see what they do. We give them a topic, and then they write a sentence to a paragraph, comedic in nature, and they email it to WAL, W-A-L, at weareliveradio.com. Gardner, what's our topic today?
Transporting your pet in a baby Bjorn.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Do we...
I feel personally
is
attacked.
Why is that a thing?
No, I know, especially in my neighborhood, there's a lady I know named Becky that would bring her cats in a stroller into the bar. She had 2 cats. Can't remember their names. She got different cats now. But she would bring them into the bar. We would be smoking it up. And here she rolls in, orders a vodka, sits there with her cats in the stroller. So this is not something unusual to
Becky
me.
sounds like a very smart lady. And I support that. It's not a baby Bjorn if it has a tail hole.
That's a good point. But
What is it?
I know people who have had children with tails. Did you think about that?
They could. Tails, you know what?
Fair or foul, transporting your pet in a baby Bjorn. $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill is your prize. Mr. Gardner, we want to...
What do they call it? What the transporter is for an animal? Is it a baby Bjorn thing still, or no?
I don't know, maybe a Barb Bjorn.
Barb
Perfect.
Bjorn.
I'm into this.
A dog carrier.
Have you been denied access anywhere with Barb?
Yeah.
Where? Name names.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Is this funny or controversial?
Well, it might be controversial.
Go ahead now, say it.
Okay. Well, okay, so I've taken her into Start Bar before. And I've gotten permission to, so I've
It's
taken
a
her in
video
there
game
before.
bar here. Yeah.
It's great. But, and then there was a time a couple weeks ago, I tried to take her in, and
Okay. So, all right, finish your story, and then I'm going to make some analysis on this. I'm going to
And-
ask some follow-up questions.
I'm in the wrong. And there was a guy.
I went too far.
There was a guy with a broom, and he's just like, "Hey, you can't have that dog in here." And I was just like, "I've brought her in here before, and she's got papers." Didn't say what kind of papers, but she's got
She
papers.
got papers. Okay.
She's got papers, but he goes, "I don't care. Get her out of here."
Wow.
And I was upset by that because you're right. She's not a service animal. I'll get out of here. But also, you didn't ask me what kind of papers I have. So if she was a service animal, you're being rude.
Yeah, that's true.
What kind of papers does she have?
Support papers.
Oh, okay.
So she's like she's a registered
Right.
support animal, but it's not a service animal. That's the difference. It's up to the owner of the business to give permission if it's a support animal. Because really, with the support animal, you're just granted access on planes, and you can live in housing that says you can't have pets.
Yeah.
But it like defies that
Gotcha.
law.
See, I'm okay with Barb going on an airplane. It's just whenever you get into like Rottweiler status and you don't let the dog out.
Well,
and
it's like
dogs
even
are crapping on planes.
Where I
and
hang
stuff.
out most of the time.
And to be fair, I could make an argument. Carly needs that damn dog too. You don't want Carly chatting your ear off.
Honestly, we'll mind our business.
Okay.
We'll mind ourselves. And it's
True.
like, I just want people to know, like, I'm asking to bring my dog, but also, like, look at my dog.
Right. Most people's jackets are more trouble than Barb. Oh,
Right.
Are we switching to? Okay, there you go. There she is.
Oh, and now
I know
she's.
I know what I'm screen grabbing. Oh yeah.
Like,
Hey, can you get behind her and make a woo spring break?
Take your top off.
Be a little more modest today, Barb.
Yeah, Barb's really working it today. So, where were you going with Garner? Sorry.
I was going to say where I hang out most of the time, the local watering hole, they have, since they've been around, been dog friendly. The only time it becomes an issue is if there's too many dogs that come into the
Start
bar.
fighting.
Like, because we'll have 3 dogs at a time.
Where?
It's called Rosie's in the Central West End. But they normally will allow dogs, especially if they know the people or whatever
Right.
Yeah.
that are regulars. They're like, yeah, come on. And if there's too many, they'll just sit out front on the patio or something. But they've always been dog friendly.
Relaxed.
Yeah, it's just if there's too many around or whatever, then there can be issues just because
Totally.
they'll kind of nip at each other at certain times. There's like just keep them on the leash, just keep them near
You guys
your
don't
table.
start throwing cash at them?
No, there's actually
That one's got some fight in it.
there's one. I'm trying to remember the dog's name. It's a Chihuahua, but this one's got a little attitude. It's not as chilled and relaxed. Like it is
That's just rude.
like
Ooh,
at your nose at times.
that's pretty on brand for Chihuahuas.
Yeah, so that one you got to be careful around it. There's another one named Rascal that the judge brings in.
Well, of course.
Rascal's fantastic, but then there's bigger ones that even come in too. It's just a matter of how many are in there at one time. They might say, you can't
Right.
bring the dog in today just because they were here first.
I'd be like, Barb is part potato, so
Yeah, well, and when you have one like that, you just kind of sit there with her.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. What kind of dog you got? Potato.
Yeah. Essentially a potato.
Yes, that's perfect. Uh,
A little black potato.
oh, good for. Is that racist as hell? I don't know.
I don't know.
If you called Travis, you're like, you black potato. Would he
Maybe.
be like,
But if you call
dare you.
Barb that, it's like, she is
kinda-
a black potato.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Travis would say, I'm going to act offended because I think there's something offensive in there. I don't know what it is yet, but I'll figure it out.
I am gonna figure that out. Hey, Gardner.
Yes. Well, it sounds like we got to, let's see which one he's going to here.
I like messing with this because he has to pull up the graphic.
I'm just
'Cause
gonna
we have
guess.
a video stream. You call it. Dealer's choice.
Ah.
GetawayCards.com. Check out Getaway Cards, local business that sponsors the show. Great guy by the name of Joe, local business owner. Carly, do you like local businesses?
I'm the biggest fan of local businesses.
Oh my gosh. Do you think the Blues would buy you a cart to go out onto the ice and kind of tool around a little bit?
The
Make a
answer-
little. I could have. They customize without limits at Getaway Cards. I could have them make a little seat for Barb.
That's exactly what I mean.
Can you take this to the people?
That's absolutely not going to happen.
Oh.
They'll say absolutely not. But
Okay.
but
Would you drive around in a Getaway Cards custom cart if we got you a little Barb seat?
I would absolutely drive around in that. That's
Okay.
exactly what me and Barb need to draw more attention to
Oh,
ourselves.
Boy, oh boy. Go to getawaycards.com to see all of their capabilities. They're right here in the city of St. Louis. They're ready to help you. They're wonderful supporters of ours, and look forward to some video content with
What's
them
hashtag
in the near future.
Hashtag carte blanche? Is that a Golden Girls reference?
Is this a Blanche or a Blanche?
Blanche.
Oh.
Blanche. Blanche.
I mean, like I said, I make less than $100,000 a year, so I don't know anything.
Gardner, you want to take this?
Yeah, I can.
What isn't it? Actually.
Carte blanche, translated, is free will, basically. Freedom to do as you please.
I'll definitely hashtag that later.
Carte blanche, the way I have it spelled, however, C-A-R-T. Normally it would be C-A-R-T-E because it's still French. But carte blanche
No, I didn't know that was French.
is my movement to bring bullpen carts back to Major League Baseball.
Do you know what that is? A bullpen
Major
cart?
League Baseball?
Yes.
A bullpen card.
Tell me what baseball is.
Okay.
Have you ever seen the carts from like the 70s that would bring relievers in out of the bullpen?
Yeah.
So I want to bring those back to baseball. So carte blanche is what I've named that movement to kind of brand it in a way
Fun.
to make it, hopefully people can attach to it. We have T-shirts now that we're selling. I've been talking to Cardinals executives about trying to get them one.
The executives.
They're not on board
They're
yet.
not keen. On board. On cart.
Although,
Oh yes,
although Danny Mac is behind the movement as
he
well.
most certainly is.
Yeah.
So I've got support. That's my own Barb.
You should get Blanche from Golden Girls involved because I think that'll really push your efforts
I'll have to
into
talk to
another
her
dimension,
estate
honestly.
because I think there's only one Golden Girl left. is Betty White.
And it's not Blanche.
It's not Blanche.
I
If
never
you
watched
could-
Golden Girls.
If you could start a sitcom with any one of your friends, what would you do? Who would you pick? What do you think you would do? I think I need a sitcom or reality TV. Do you think?
Ooh.
So your roomie is a media member also.
Yes, she's on 104.9, Alt 104.9.
Alt 104.9. Very
Yeah.
cool. They work with Gaslight a lot. I love that. Do we go reality TV to really show?
I mean, if
what's
it's reality, it
going
would just be us eating Postmates on our couch.
on? But you guys, your dogs are rocking and they're in there,
Yeah,
right?
they're all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Okay.
guys have met Barb.
Barb again
as cool as she
enjoyed the
is.
treats earlier.
Do
Okay.
you like that Postmates? Is it worth it? I've never done it.
I really like Postmates. And then recently they had this thing called like party mode where it makes me feel like
That
I have
actually
more
worries
friends than I
me.
do.
Yeah. Okay.
But the whole reason why I wasn't doing Postmates as often before is because of the delivery price. Like there's taxes and fees, and
Yeah.
then there's the delivery
Unbelievably
price.
expensive.
And so then it ended up being an extra $10. Well, with this party mode, it's like every 5 minutes the restaurant changes. There's a list of restaurants, and they slash the delivery fee, so you don't have to pay the delivery fee.
Oh.
So
what
it's
do
like you just have to place your
refresh?
order. Yeah, so for every 5 minutes, you just refresh.
You're waiting.
And I already have like my order. This is a Postmates hack. Already have your order in the cart and just wait for that restaurant to show up in the party mode.
And then bam.
And then bam.
Okay, that's cool.
You're a part of the party.
That's actually very useful. Because
Yeah.
Postmates is super convenient, but unbelievably expensive.
Yeah, that's why I had never really gone that route.
Remember how you pronounce Gala, okay?
I
not-
know where I
let's not
came
waste that
from.
money.
I remember.
And because
I know my roots.
I haven't even really looked into it. That's what I was wondering. Because I'm like, oh, this is probably, my assumption was, not going to be worth it for me, especially if I'm want to, slash.
Have you ever used Postmates?
No.
This is not an ad for Postmates.
Not
I'm
that,
not a sponsor
or
of
what's the other one, Grubhub or whatever.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a code for Postmates so that you get free delivery for something and I get free delivery for something. So we're all going to benefit from this.
That's perfect.
Mr. Gardner.
Yes.
Can I tell you about Buzz's Hawaiian Grill really
You
quick?
can.
Buzz's Hawaiian Grill, you know them?
No.
We're giving
Tell
away
me more.
We're giving away $10 to Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. It's a food truck, and you're gonna go there. So we're gonna get you there. Okay, we're good. We got a guest coming in too. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill. Check them out online. Facebook page. We'll tell you all their locations. Wonderful, family owned. Carly, do you like family owned?
I love families and family-owned things.
That's why you work for the Blues. Because the family that owns them.
Yep.
Right.
I love it.
That makes sense.
Big
okay.
fan.
Good stuff. Buzz's Hawaiian Grill, we're giving away $10 for the Fair or Foul prize today. So make sure you support Buzz. We've got a video coming out with Buzz too. Carly, we're doing a lot. We're doing a lot.
So many things.
My eyes are burning because a disgusting jacket has entered the studio. You know him as the host of the hit podcast, Mental Health Matters.
Podcast. I like that. I like that.
You do. I'm disgusted by your jacket right now. Sorry, Tom.
But look at it.
Tom
Just
Duff is
embrace
here
it.
from St. Louis Counseling Services. What's
Hello,
up, buddy?
everybody. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
You look at the screen. You got your name on there and everything.
Wow, look at that. It might be a nice little screenshot. The coat looks really good.
Very
I
brave
think.
choice.
Carly, can
Well,
we edit? Carly,
it
can
is
we
brave.
edit that jacket out and post?
You know what? Probably.
Okay. Would you interview him if he was in the crowd at a Blues game?
I would refrain from it.
Thank you. Gosh,
I
is
wouldn't
that
wear
more
it to a
offensive
Blues
than?
game.
I think you would.
To
I
a
think you
Cardinal
would.
Game. Yeah, not a Blues game. I'm okay with the Blues.
Do you wear that to Cardinals games?
So far, I've only had it like a year, and it was really hot. So
Good.
I was like,
Sweat
I
in
just
it.
Can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
It stinks.
Yeah. Literally. Yeah.
Okay. St. Louis Counseling Services. Mr. Duff,
Yes, sir.
how the hell you been, man?
Not too bad. That traffic was a little crazy today, so I apologize. I'm late.
You're not
you
late.
know?
We forgive
Nobody
you.
knew.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Barb
You're
forgives
good.
you.
You do whatever you want around here.
I should
You know,
recommend
Did
a
you see
It's
Barb's
family
here?
owned.
I did see that little dog staring at my coat. So
She's
yeah.
an attack
She's
dog.
like,
Yeah.
I know exactly where I'm going to the bathroom later.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that would be rude.
If
when
you
people,
need to get around here, Tom, I recommend a Lime scooter, especially in this
Not
area.
the cart, not carte blanche.
Well, we,
Oh,
that sounded so. That sounded.
it sounded like a mom being like the
Yeah.
Seinfelds.
That sounded like from well below the Mason-Dixon line.
thank you.
Yeah, carte blanche. I kind of like that twang
Okay.
to it, though.
Tom, you're a mental health professional,
I am.
counselor at heart.
Which, go ahead. Go ahead.
Thank you.
I was going to cut you off, but you.
No,
you know
I
what, you
cut
go ahead.
everyone off.
No,
Go ahead.
No. Well, every time I come here, Travis is never here anymore.
This is getting strange.
Speaking
I
of
think
mental
this
health
is
professionals,
I think this
he's
is an
avoiding
emotional
me.
thing. Well, you interviewed him on the podcast, Mental
Yeah.
Health Matters.
Yes, indeed.
I was not that impressed with
him?
his appearance. Your questions were great.
Yeah.
I gave him a little trouble yesterday about it. Maybe he's a little down in the dumps.
Oh.
You think
okay.
that could work out?
Okay. And it's rainy, and the sun isn't out, the dopamine isn't going on. Yeah.
He's a pro. You see that?
Yeah.
He's breaking it down. I am curious if you could counsel Gardner a little bit. Lou Ferrigno, you know him as the Hulk.
Yes. Yes.
Was in here and advised Gardner to not use scooters anymore. He's going to hurt himself.
Oh.
He's rotund. He takes them to pizza buffets, and we're worried about him. Do you have any counseling advice?
Well, that's more like an emotional health issue. So, you're trying to feed something by going to
Nice.
those pizza buffets.
Yeah,
and then-
myself.
Yourself. Okay. But on the Lime scooter, why do you want to?
Because I don't want to walk 2 blocks.
Well, that's logical,
Yeah,
I
Chris
guess.
but failed to mention it was 2 blocks.
Maybe
Yeah.
Chris is the problem. Like he's trying to bully
Yeah.
you. Is he trying to
Oh,
bully
you're going
you?
to bully. You're going to designate me a bully.
Yeah, you
Oh.
got a gun showing today and everything.
Okay.
Ah,
All
yeah.
right.
Trying to
Everyone
intimidate
making
me?
comments.
Yeah.
And
Trying
it
to-
says no
Wow.
weapons outside. Come on
Yeah.
now.
These are some soft weapons.
If Tom
These
was,
are very soft. Yeah.
let's
Oh, did you need
be
a
honest
photo?
here as
Yeah.
well. If Tom's going to counsel me on anything, there's so many more things to do besides,
Yeah.
besides a Lime
A lot-
scooter.
A lot more
Oh,
diagnosable things.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot to probably unpeel within
all
me that
kidding
we could
aside,
get to.
St. Louis Counseling Services online. They'll take great care of you. They'll help people like
Yes.
Gardner.
Yeah.
Yes.
If I had to go there, I mean, they might need to offer me like a punch card because
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a free coffee every once in a while or something.
We are nonprofit,
'cause
so
I
we
will-
try not to give away free coffee.
Like
as
I
well.
keep a Folgers can in my
Yeah.
desk. I mean, if you're gonna really throw a fit
Yeah.
about it, but I mean,
Yeah,
it's,
we do a lot of fundraisers to help for things
Uh,
like that.
speaking
yeah.
of fundraising, can I have that piece of paper that's in
You
front of that
may, you
disgusting
may.
jacket of yours?
Yeah.
Gardner's being distracted, but we do have this, and I wanted to highlight it because we support St. Louis Counseling Services and Mental Health Matters. The podcast is recorded right here at Midcoast Studios.
Yes, it
What
is.
am I holding in the air? Hang on. So does that work? Like, is that how we do it, guys?
Whoa.
And also,
that is
you're
beautiful.
part of the Archdiocese, so I got St. Michael tattooed on the inside of my arm just for today.
Oh,
just for today.
That
Commitment.
is a true
Tell
partnership.
me I'm not committed to our
That is
partnership.
a true partnership
That's
right there.
That
right there.
the devil, he's getting stabbed, and he's get out, go on,
Is,
get devil, get.
Is my name on the other bicep?
Well, not my bicep, that's a thigh. Tom.
okay.
What piece of paper am I holding here?
Okay, so next week is Give STL Day, and we are looking forward to getting as many $300 matches as we can.
How do you get those?
So basically, we're looking for businesses or even individual donors to. You can go.
You're in the
several
wrong
different
place, man.
ways. Hey, but
we
you
were
have a
discussing.
wide range.
We were discussing. We can't even pronounce words certain ways. How do you say gala?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay,
A
you
gala?
can't. If you make,
Maybe.
Gala, That's
make
okay.
under $100,000, you have to say gala.
Gala,
Uh-huh.
Gala. Well, that's the beauty of it. We'll take any amount of money. But I did wear the coat today in case your listeners would want to put some money together to have me take off the coat. I could do that as well. too.
Carly's
What kind of
in a-
show you think this
Yeah,
is?
yeah.
Carly's
I have
an
something
adult
underneath.
entertainer.
I
Oh.
have something underneath.
Okay, I
Maybe I
got
got
you.
my guns out. Maybe this is just a tank top or something.
Oh,
You
wow.
just don't know.
A tank
You
top
got-
polo. Now
Yes.
I'm intrigued.
That's called
Tell me
country.
more.
That's called country. Tank top polo.
It's comfort. I get it.
Oh wait,
Okay, Gardner.
Jason Aldean's gonna sing this effing song now, isn't
Oh
he? Just
no.
a tank top polo. That's gonna be a
said I
song.
wasn't
Jason
formal
Aldean,
enough, yeah.
yeah.
I was just chasing June bugs in
Flo-
my tank top.
Florida
polo.
Georgia Line and Nelly are going to be
Yeah.
singing about tank top polos
That's a
this
lot
summer.
of tagging we can do.
Heard
for
it
this,
here
too.
first.
Right.
Yeah.
And big shout out to your trusty boss, Debbie Dugan from St. Louis Counseling. I continue to work with St. Louis Counseling Services personally because of how great Debbie is. So I just wanted to say that.
Debbie is great, and that's
Yeah.
pronounced Dugan.
Oh, Dugan.
You know.
Well, for you, I don't
Nah,
make that
I'm
kind of
kidding.
money, buddy.
I'm kidding.
You can go to stlouiscounseling.org for their website for all their capabilities, but back to donating for Give STL
Yeah,
Day.
yeah.
GiveSTLDay.org is the website, and then the matching pledge, we're looking for $300 donations or any amount, really. But if you want to bug me, email me, cdenman@weareliveradio.com. I can put you in touch with Tom or the team at St. Louis Counseling Services. Where does the money go that people donate?
So basically $300 can cover a month's worth of sessions, 4 sessions for a kid in need. So a lot of times we
Can
know
we send
that,
Carly?
Definitely,
Please.
definitely,
Okay.
and you can bring your service dog
Oh my
as
God,
well
thank
too.
you so much.
Can you get her a certification?
We won't turn that dog away. Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
We have a veterinarian on in the next hour, plus a counselor. We're talking certified.
Oh,
That's a lot of-
man.
yeah.
If
we're
you guys
all
need
over
a
that.
poster kid,
Yeah.
Poster kid.
Oh.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
we'll need that too. That's perfect.
Okay.
I have
yeah.
lots of mental health problems, so
And see if you're willing
Don't
to talk
brag.
about those.
perfect advocate.
We want you to talk about
Yeah,
those. See,
that's
that's
true.
great. So there's our face right there. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. So
So,
but yeah. So
but
the
it
money
truly,
goes
like
towards-
all kidding aside, it goes to children's services so they can get help that they need. These are primarily going to underserved areas or underserved
Yeah.
individuals that you think about. I always think about this. We had a pretty close-knit group of kids in like the rural area I grew up in, but there were always kids who were starting fights and stuff like that. It's not because they're evil; they're children.
Exactly.
It's because they're getting it at home
They're
or
going through
something
some
else
stuff.
is
Yeah.
going on, right?
Yeah.
So services like this help with that, and that's just from people donating. Hey,
Well,
skip
yeah.
the bar Friday.
That's the reality.
Carly, donate.
Yeah. Save your $300 bar bill.
Classic
and
Carly.
then send it over here.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the reality. So like a lot of people, even people that have insurance, can't afford sometimes the co-pays,
And if they can, they look at counseling as I'll get to it.
As an
Yeah.
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 Which sucks because you wouldn't do
Exactly.
that if you had a tooth that was falling out in your front tooth,
Exactly.
right?
So that's why, and when we ask people to donate, it's nice for people to know where their money goes, and that's where the money is going to be able to provide those services because the need outweighs our funding, bottom line. So we have a sliding scale fee, we have grants that cover costs, we have insurance. So we try to use all of those things, but ultimately the need outweighs the funding that's available.
Well, we're big supporters of yours. You guys are amazing partners, and I just wanted to commend you all to Mental Health Matters podcast, available once a week, couple times a week when we throw out the Tom's Tips. You've talked to some famous folks. We had Corey Hirsch, former NHL goaltender, call in. He's been a big mental health advocate. The great Benjamin Hockman from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch. But I really have enjoyed when you have clinical folks in. One of, and I am blanking on her name, she's a doctor. for
Dr.
the flu.
Jackie Landis.
Dr. Jackie's one of my
Yes.
favorites, yeah. So have you enjoyed kind of exploring that as somebody we met a few years ago, and I was like, oh, this guy's actually fun to talk to.
Because of my wardrobe. Yeah.
If you could just stop mentioning
Easy,
the
easy.
thing.
Exactly.
What's been your favorite part of Mental Health Matters in regards to who you speak with? I mean, is it more fun to talk to somebody that's like, this is kind of random, but we're putting it out there, or do you like going deep on the clinical
So
talk?
yeah, I think it's the myriad of everybody. So that's the beauty of the podcast. So it's just general conversation with some individuals just about who they are and what they're sharing, and then you throw in these professionals that we have these partnerships with and relationships with. And
I would hang out with
everything.
Dr. Jackie, by the way. Like, that's what it feels
Yeah.
like. You guys are talking,
Exactly.
but it's also like, no, these are pretty serious subjects.
Yeah, and that's the beauty of it. So serious subjects, but you can have a relaxed conversation because that's the whole point is trying to create relaxed conversation about mental health around the dinner table. Because a lot of people will talk about all their other health conditions around the dinner table. Whether it be I've got this wart on my foot or plantar fasciitis.
You have a wart on your foot?
I don't want to talk about that.
Okay, gotcha.
This
I-
isn't
I'm
the
trying
dinner table.
I'm trying to make warts.
Chris.
The stigma for mental health go to something else.
I
you know?
gotcha. Yeah,
So
put the
somewhere-
energy
put it
into that.
somewhere else.
Carly, will you check Tom's foot, please?
I'm fine.
Okay,
Okay,
good.
fine. How about the dog? Will the dog look?
That's a wart
I'll
sniffing
check
dog.
her
Sleeping. I'm
foot.
putting the dog to sleep. You
What?
know.
What?
The dog. That
You're
dog.
gonna put her to sleep?
No.
Is that why Dr. Ed's here? Oh my God!
Happening.
Tom! I thought you were here to help people.
Well, then I can help her.
You're
with grief.
creating
I
patience.
can- I can
I'm gonna
help
kill
with
her
grief
dog. Then we
then.
got an extra
Right,
patient
yeah,
to take
exactly.
care of. That's how that works.
Yeah.
So yeah, but the podcast is great, and
I mean,
I just
the
hope
content's good. You don't
Yeah.
need to say that. I mean,
I mean, the
What's your
podcast
what's
is
your
great.
rating and reviews?
yeah.
I'm not
5
into
million.
that
5 million.
yet.
Fair.
I don't pay attention. But I guess if I didn't have a podcast, so like yesterday, I got bumped for the first time in my life.
Oh, you didn't get bumped,
okay,
you
hold on a
baby.
minute. Hold on.
Oh, here we go.
I got bumped. I never would have been bumped from a show unless I didn't have something to talk about. So Charlie Marlowe bumped me. I got bumped by Charlie Marlowe.
You didn't get bumped.
Yeah.
You deal with somebody who is very accommodating with changing schedules around.
Yeah,
Charlie did not have that, and I thought the views would be higher with Charlie.
Yeah.
So,
But I mean,
so you got bumped. How was that
yeah.
professionally? How did you feel
At
about
first,
that?
I was like, "What the heck?" But then I'm like, "Wait a minute! I actually got bumped." And by Charlie Marlowe. But then I'm like, maybe Charlie Marlowe will turn around like, MC an event or something for me.
Oh, right.
know?
You go, hey, bro,
'Cause, yeah.
you owe me, man.
Yeah,
That
you
time
owe
you
me.
bumped me?
Yeah, he bumped me.
Carly, have you been bumped off a comedy lineup before?
Probably.
Probably
Yeah.
by Charlie Marlowe.
Probably with Charlie. Yeah, I've heard he's
Charlie's
going around
doing his
bumping
first-
everyone.
Yeah, Charlie from Fox 2. Be sure to follow him online at Charlie Marlowe _. Yeah.
There we go. And then we're going to tag him on our social
Charlie's a
media.
great guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was a really, really good guest.
Really?
Really good guest.
Did he have a cool coat?
Very nice shirt on.
Way better than what you would consider a coat
It's a shirt,
at this
though. This is a
moment.
coat.
Thank you.
That's a shirt. This is a coat.
I will say I do think this is really, really awesome. I wish that it was something that, I don't know, I don't think kids get enough. People are just like, oh, you're just a kid, you're going through some stuff,
Yeah.
and I just think, like, invest in your kids, especially their mental health now, because they're the ones that are going to be planning your funeral when, like, you're dying.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly. Yeah, help them out
that's,
when they're younger.
if anything, just keep that in mind.
And listen, Carly's experienced some stuff as a kid that no one should ever have to deal with, and working through that and becoming coming out on the other side. That's not easy. Like I know how that stuff affects people, and people like Tom and St. Louis Counseling Services are there to help people like that. So it's I can't say enough good things about what you guys are doing, and then having the open mind and just open doors to help in the St. Louis area. So great work
Really
to
cool.
you guys. Yeah, and
thank you
don't stop. I also, Gardner, do we
Yeah.
want? Is that
Yeah, I'm
okay?
gonna
Here we
help
go.
Tom out
so we
there.
got some
There you
editing
go.
going on the video live stream.
But if I
We
move
fixed
like
the
this-
jacket.
You still can't
We
see
fixed the
me.
jacket.
Okay, all
We
right.
fixed
Well,
the
then,
jacket.
Okay.
Well, now that's just plain rude.
You know, it's funny. I want these comedy clips pulled up or something, and Gardner's like, "We can't do it." He gets a clever jacket idea, and bam, it's there available
Bam.
right
If
away.
it's mine. Yeah.
Imagine that coat in a cart. Put that coat with a dude driving the cart. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh yeah, if
It'd
we
be like
want
a
to tie in
uniform.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna push this. We're gonna keep
Yes.
letting people know about Give STL Day. People are gonna go to St. Louis Counseling. You can go to givestlday.org. How else can people support? Do we just want to funnel everything here? We want to work hard on this
That'd be great.
donation. And if you all have businesses
Yeah.
or individuals that need counseling services, just want to kick the tires on counseling services, they come talk to you.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, definitely. If you are interested in giving anything, that would be much appreciated, because that money is going to go to covering session costs for individuals. But at the same time, if you're just curious about counseling, so a lot of people are just curious. They don't know exactly what it is. They're used to all the stereotypical ways of looking at counseling. Lay down on the couch and talk about your mom. That's not always what it's all
Right.
about. It's about just kind of this path and this exploration. And people come into counseling not just because they have a diagnosable mental health condition like ADHD, depression, schizophrenia. It's not those things. Sometimes it's just figuring out struggles in life. Like, why do I keep making these decisions, or why do I keep feeling a certain way? And that's what counseling is about. It's just exploring those options.
Well said, sir. Again, check out givestlday.org, St. Louis Counseling Services. And again, if you need any information, you can DM me. Let's keep it between business hours, guys. That's weird waking up to like 2 a.m. direct message
Yeah,
from
but
somebody.
okay, if you don't want to do it during business hours with Chris, then find us on the website.
I'll give you Tom's personal cell phone number if you want to text
We
him
get
at
a
3
lot of
a.m.
stuff at 2, 3 a.m.
No, that is
on
actually,
the website.
yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so stlouiscounseling.org, and be sure to subscribe to Mental Health Matters on iTunes. It's very interesting. John Henry, musician, was just on there. Anyone else stand out? You've had so many great guests, but you're doing a
know.
wonderful job growing that as well. So proud of you.
All right.
Not
Cool.
your
Now,
wardrobe choices.
I feel good that Chris is proud of me, so I feel good now.
I just said
Not your style.
Yeah.
Tom Duff, St. Louis Counseling. Mental
you,
Health
guys.
Matters. Great work, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
We're going to
see you
take a
soon.
quick break. It's We Are Live. Carly Lawrence and Barb in for Marvis Morell. We'll come back on the other side, play some dogs on film with the great Dr. Ed of Hillside Animal Hospital. He's going to maybe give some analysis on Barb being a little more modest with the camera on. Quick break, everybody. Gardner needs a menthol. We'll be right back.